Hey guys, Stephen Tony here, and I am back with a new video. And this is going to be a part of in my opinion, from the Shelves series. And as you can tell from the title, it is going to be on Sergio Solima's The Black Corsair. Now, this film has a very interesting origin. It came about, I believe, in the early settings or the early filming of when Solima was doing the Sandokan miniseries for Italian television the same year of 1976. And of course, both star the same actor, Kabir Bedi. He was a Hindi actor who spent, I believe, about 15 or 20 years in Italy making movies. And he was spotted by Solima in some project of some other, and casted him in the role of in the role of Sandokan, which also led to this part here. Now, both productions were based off of books by a 19th century Italian writer named Emilio Salgari, who was kind of like the Italian Dumas. He wrote a lot of stories about, sword fighters, swashbucklers, all of that good stuff. And Betty being cast in Sandokan was a pretty major deal, because it made him the first actor of Indian descent to actually play that character, who was meant to be of, I believe, Hindi origin. Yeah. So his casting has been a real milestone. So yes, the same year he played Sandokan, he also played this character, the Black Corsair, also based on a Salgari novel and character, and very much like Sandokan, he is a gentleman pirate who mainly fights against tyranny, but in this case, the matter becomes personal. Basically, he's out, doing, his thing, somewhere out, and I believe it's the Atlantic Ocean. His two brothers are meeting with this dignitary, and also there is a scheming fella by the name of Van Gould, who's played excellently by Mel Ferrer. And somehow a heated argument happens, and Van Gould ends up killing both of Betty's characters' brothers, the Red Corsair and the Green Corsair. And basically he gets word, and is off to a stronghold island or settlement that Van Gould is in charge of to take him out and avenge his brothers, and along the way, he gets help from a island native girl whose tribe was attacked, killed, and enslaved by Van Gould, and he also ends up falling in love with I forget now if it's Van Gould's wife or his sister, and that ends up somehow getting complicated. And soon enough, we're on the high seas, going through all these really cool adventures. And yeah, it's been maybe like 2 years, I think, since I have seen this one, but I remember liking it a lot. I did mention this film in this release, my very first year on YouTube, as part of my shout outs and recommendations to a fellow young YouTubers. But yeah, which I'll link down below. But I thought the film deserved its own video. So here I am, showing it off. And it's it's a really good swashbuckler. I believe both the film and also the Sandokan series were shot out near Malaysia, where where the books take place. So all of in this great scenery is being shown off. The islands out there are very beautiful to look at, and very lush. Yes, and a very beautiful looking, and just like open sea. It's a very cool atmosphere, and the boats used are also very cool looking. I believe they're authentic to size of what they'd have had in those days. So the accuracy is pretty good as well. And the cast in this is great as well. Like you have Betty is the hero, who's very stoic, very gentlemanly, and also very honorable. Yeah, I like you. He's just like you. He's fantastic. I believe, and the time, I think he only spoke Hindi at the time, so they had to dub him into Italian. Although he would later end up learning English, Italian, and a couple of other languages. At the time, but the fellow who dubs him is really good. And and Mel Ferrer, he's a slimy bad guy in this one. I mean, like, you're sneering at him, like you're booing at him the whole time. Unfortunately, I don't think his pictures in the book. Hold on a minute. I'll check. No. No, unfortunately not. But like they have him like Kabir Bedi in like long hair. Although I'm thinking Ferrer wore a wig because his hair I don't think looked natural for whatever reason. But I don't think he grew the facial hair he sports in it, at least. So so yeah, but I mean he's just slimy in it. He wants to rule this island. He's on like a dictator. He's taking slaves. He's taking out people who oppose him. Oh man, it's just it's mustache twirling villainy at its finest. Like with him. Let's see. Who else is in the cast? The French actress Carol Andre, who some of the spaghetti western fans might know as Thomas Dalian's love interest in Face to Face, playing Catalani. She plays. Oh gosh, I can never remember if it's Ferrer's sister or his wife. She plays like that part, and she's fallen for Betty's character, but his crew's kind of against it because of her association to Ferrer's guys. So he's kind of got to make a sacrifice to leave her behind somewhere, in order to get back to her later, which unfortunately he isn't sure of being able to come back, obviously, but still, yeah, she's good in the film. Her part's not super large, but she has a fine enough presence to make the part work. Let's see. Also in the film is let's see. Hold on here. Is this actress here, Sonia Janine, I believe her name is, and she was and she's also a recognizable face to the spaghetti western fans. She played Philip Leroy's daughter in A Man Called Blade, and here she plays a Malaysian Indian, I think is probably what she plays. In the opening of the film, her tribe is assaulted by Mel Ferrer's men, and she manages to escape while the women are enslaved and the men are killed, and also some of them are taken captive, for what my memory serves, and she ends up agreeing to help Betty's character take down Ferrer's Van Gould, and also in the cast as Betty's loyal crewman is Sal Borghese and Franco Fantasia. Again, Italian Western regulars and Italian genre cinema regulars. They both play. Let's see. I think Borghese plays a plays a Corsican or a Frenchman in it, and Fantasia uh, uh, plays a Dutchman or a German. I believe, like, yeah, it's hard, keeping up with those names. But like, yeah, like they do great, in their supporting parts as the men, as the men, absolutely loyal to the black Corsair, and yeah, one of the last noted names in the cast is Jackie Basehart, no relation to no relation to Richard Basehart, but he like was Jackie like was actually let's see, I think he started out as a hoofer in musicals, and he also ended up settling in Italy. He plays one of Betty's brothers, who's killed off by Von Gould, and he and the other brother come back later on in a very interesting way that I don't want to say too much about, but it's really interesting, how it all plays out. Yeah, I really enjoy this film a lot. I actually do need to, to give it a rewatch. I haven't seen it in a little while, and this release from Koch Media, which is now Planet Pictures, is it's really good. Good. It's a media book. So yeah, it's very nicely done. It's got all the like discs and everything in the booklet. Unfortunately, like I said in a previous video, I showed this off. It's not English friendly. It just has the German and Italian audio tracks and just German subtitles. But yeah, I have a pretty good understanding of Italian. Like as I've said before, so so I caught on pretty quick to the action, but if you can find an English subtitled friendly version of it, like, please do. Like, it's well worth it. Yeah. I'm actually not sure if this is still in print from Play On. I don't think I've seen it on the website since I guess a while back. But if you can find find an English subtitled version, please do check it out. It's well worth it, and it's a very good throwback to the films that, like, Errol Flynn did back in the day. It is a lot of fun, like, a whole lot of fun. Yeah, and that'll do it for this video. Thank you all for watching. Please leave any comments below. If you've seen the, if you've seen the film, if you liked it, if you didn't, have you ever seen another release of it? of it. If you've seen any other films of its type, you'll think I ought to check it out, or others ought to check it out. Yeah. Just keep the comments clean and friendly. Yeah. Also give the video a thumbs up. It does help the channel out a lot. And if you haven't already and would like to, please hit that subscribe button and that bell notification button to see more content like this. Thanks again for watching. I hope y'all enjoyed, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Take care, everybody. Bye.